Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing the word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And this here lesson is inspired by a video that had surfaced, of what appears to be Leviathan. Now I had just recently seen the movie Godzilla and Kong. All right, and hey, it's a beautiful movie, man. It's a pretty good watch. I encourage brothers to go watch it if you can. These people, these Edomites, and these people that work in Hollywood, with all the computer AI and graphic, all these different things, they can make things look damn near real. But the thing about the movie is the image of Leviathan, can it could be pretty much spot on, man. And I give no credit to Esau because they only got the description of what Leviathan looks like from out of the scripture. All right, and it talks about it, and we're gonna get it, Lord willing, but it goes into the description of Leviathan. But this is the video right here. There's a couple of them. Just take it, take it for what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't watch this one. All right, that's all. Whatever. But you kind of get the idea, man. There would have been like this one.
What is it?
Okay. But you get the point, man. You get the point. All right. Now, whether or not these things are real, these videos, it doesn't matter. The point of it is that Leviathan is real. All right. And he will make his appearance. Leviathan will make his appearance. And the Lord is going to allow him to completely destroy parts of the world, man. But I want to read this real quick. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6 and 47. Upon the 5th day thou saidst unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes. And so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of the Most High, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain two living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, and the other Leviathan. It says, and didst separate the one from the other for the seventh part, namely where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both. Okay, so the Lord had to divide them. He had to separate them, one on the land, okay, and one in the water, one in the ocean. It says, unto Enoch thou gavest one part, which was dried up on the third day, and he should dwell in the same part, wherein are 1,000 hills. Okay, now if you go and you watch that movie, you'll see they call it I think it's the middle world. I think that's what they called it. But there was like a portal that they would go through, okay, and it would take them into another world, and that's where King Kong dwelled, amongst a whole bunch of different apes, that look like him. Okay. But and you can see it was all the mountain ranges, the hills, the valleys and everything like that. Okay. So that's where Esau is getting these ideas, man. Right? It says, verse 52, but unto Leviathan thou gavest the seventh part, namely the moist, and has kept him to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when. You see? So the Lord separated the two and, gave Enoch, the one portion of the land, okay, and Leviathan unto the other, okay. And if you look it up, only 5% of the world's ocean has been explored, okay. Only 5%, which leaves 95% that hasn't been touched, okay. Further proving that, there is a Leviathan, if not Leviathans, multiple, because, when the Lord created all the creatures in the beasts of the field, the birds and everything, he created everything in twos. Okay. And, the Lord is not gonna go against his own word. Right. So if he created two of each of these, they procreate, then what does that tell you? There could very well be multiple Leviathans, man. You see that? I'm gonna get Job 41, and the whole chapter is fire, but I'm gonna read it in NLT. All right, read it in NLT. It says, can you catch Leviathan with a hook, or put a noose around his jaw? Can you tie it with a rope through the nose, or pierce its jaw with a spike? Will it beg you for mercy, or implore you for pity? Will it agree to work for you, to be your slave for life? Can you make it like a bird, a pet? Can you make it a pet like a bird, or give it to your little girls to play with? Will merchants try to buy it, to sell it in their shops? Will its hide be hurt by spears, or its head by a harpoon? If you lay a hand on it, you will certainly remember the battle that follows. You won't try this again. You see? If you try to go up against Leviathan, okay, you try to fight against Leviathan, you're going to remember that, man. Okay? I'm quite sure Esau has witnessed it, through their technology, their radar screens, their images, underwater images. I'm sure at some point or another they have seen Leviathan, man, one way or another. But you think they're gonna try to fight against it? Hell no, man, because they know they're gonna lose bad, right? It says, and I'm sure Leviathan has sunk many ships, okay, because when these ships go sunken, there's no track of them, there's no report on them, they just disappear, Okay. It says, no, it is useless to try to capture it. The hunter who attempts it will be knocked down. And since no one dares to disturb it, who then can stand up with me? You see? Your arms are too short for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So if you can't even disturb or try to come up against Leviathan, what makes you think you could try to fight against the Lord, man? Let alone his servants. Okay? The elect are going to have authority over Leviathan. All right? We're going to see Leviathan in the kingdom, man. You know? He's going to have his dwelling place, you know, at peace, resting, you know, doing his thing. But the elect are going to have authority over him, man. You know? So if you can't even fight against Leviathan, what makes you think you're going to stand against the Lord when he returns, man? Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, you know, goes into how Esau tries to fight against Yahushai and the angels. They don't stand a chance, man. Who has given me anything that I need to pay back? Everything under heaven is mine. Everything under the heavens is of the Lord's, man. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, it reads, you know, pretty much his incorruptible spirit is in everything, man. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. So, hey, the spirit of the Lord is going to be upon Leviathan in that day. You know? Spirits that you created for vengeance. Okay? The Lord is going to put the spirit on Leviathan to completely wreak havoc. All right? And not let up. Not even a bit. It says, I want to emphasize Leviathan's limbs and its enormous strength and graceful form. Who can strip off its hide? Who can penetrate its double layer of armor? Okay, so Esau's bombers, you know, their tanks, you know, their missile systems can't stand against Leviathan. It says, who could pry open its jaws? For its teeth are terrible. Its scales are like rows of shields, tightly sealed together. They are so close together that no air can get in between them. Each scale sticks tight to the next. They interlock and cannot be penetrated. When it sneezes, it flashes light. Its eyes are like the red of dawn. And you see that in that movie, man. Look at that. Right? When it sneezes, it flashes light. Its eyes are like the red of dawn. Lightning leaps from its mouth. Flames of fire flash out. Come on, man. You can't make this up, man. Leviathan is real. It says, smoke streams from its nostrils like steam from a pot heated over burning rushes. Its breath would kindle coals, for flames shoot from its mouth. The tremendous strength in Leviathan's neck strikes terror wherever it goes. Its flesh is hard and firm and cannot be penetrated. Okay? You know, so, hey, you know, you kind of get the idea. You know, the chapter, you know what? We're just going to read on. It says, its heart is hard as a rock, hard as a millstone. When it rises, the mighty are afraid, gripped by terror. You see, these devils are afraid of Leviathan, man. These devils are terrified of Leviathan. And they know he's real. There's, you know, stories of Leviathan. Ancient stories. You don't think, do you really think that, you know, there isn't a history on Leviathan in these other countries, these other nations that have witnessed him at some point, one way or another, you know, throughout history? Of course, man. And it's documented, you know, whether it's, you know, carved out on stone, painted in caves and tunnels. Okay. Leviathan has been around since the beginning. Okay. You know, and we could probably witness all the Leviathans come out at the same time, there's no telling, but it is going to happen. It's going to happen, and he's going to make his appearance more and more, mainly during the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, no sword can stop it, no spear, dart, or javelin. Iron is nothing but straw to that creature. Whew. Iron, which iron is a hard metal. Such a hard metal that I believe only iron itself can bend it. Okay? It says iron is nothing but straw to that creature. When you grab some straw or some hay and you bend it and you break it and you pull it apart, you see, that's how it's associated to his to his skin, okay, to his scales. It says, and bronze is like rotten wood. Arrows cannot make it flee. Stones shot from a sling are like bits of grass. Whew. Imagine. Missiles, armament, fire, these things are nothing but bits of grass. Come on, imagine somebody trying to throw grass on you. Somebody throwing grass at you? Come on, that does nothing. Right? It says, clubs are like a blade of grass, and it laughs at its swish of javelins. Its belly is covered with scales as sharp as glass. It plows up the ground as it drags through the mud. Leviathan makes the water boil with its commotions. It stirs the depths like a pot of ointment. The waters glisten in its wake, making the sea look white. Nothing on earth is its equal. No other creature so fearless of all creatures. It is the proudest. It is the king of the beasts. See that? So, hey, man, Leviathan is about to make his grand entrance very soon. All right? And so this is just the beginning, okay? This is just the beginning, man. All right, so, hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give an honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Shalom.